Hi everyone, welcome to Shaping Memories and welcome to the Daily Chronicle. So today is January 29th and today is Curmudgeon's Day, a holiday held annually on the birthday of W.C. Fields, that lovable curmudgeon. You can spend the day complaining and grumping about, or you can show some love to the curmudgeon in your life. So today's that day. Are you gonna complain and grump about it, or are you gonna love them, your curmudgeon in your life? We'll see. All right, let's get into, our first article. I'm so excited, I love this. We have a What Am I? These don't happen very often in the Daily Chronicles. It's usually Where Am I? Because there's really a short paragraph of somewhere in the world. We do play this game as a Who or What Am I? With longer clues, and it's a whole little, I give you some history on it, everything like that. But in the Daily Chronicles, sometimes, very rarely, we have one. It's real short, and you just guess, what am I? What am I talking about? So, what am I? Listen to this and see if you can figure it out. I am used whenever heavy loads, sometimes reaching thousands of pounds, must be lifted. I am named for the everyday, the regular guy who is used to doing the grunt work. In this way, I was built to take the place of the raw manpower. Today, you can find me in the trunk of a car, lifting elevators in buildings, or moving equipment in factories. The greatest of my designs utilizes hydraulics or incompressible fluids that can move great weights thanks to changes in pressure. What am I? So think about that for a minute and I will give you the answer. All right, our next article is called Toys of Yesteryear. The Hasbro Toy Company teamed up with the Japanese toy company Takara in 1984 to create the Transformers, a race of shape-changing alien robots. The toys allowed kids to shift the robots into a vehicle, an object, or an animal, and back again. A boat, they went into anything. The franchise soon grew to include comic books, an animated television series, and several live-action films. The media franchise alone have generated over 25 billion worldwide. Wow, so that little toy of yesteryear, a little transformer, I remember it was like, look at my airplane turned into a robot, or they were little and then they got bigger and bigger and bigger, has turned into a $25 billion business worldwide. Wow. All right, so what's that answer to the what am I? It is used whenever heavy loads sometimes require lifting, can do up to thousands of pounds. It's built to take the place of raw manpower. We can use them in the trunk of, or there's one probably in the trunk of your car. It's used to lift elevators in buildings and moving equipment in factories. So if you had said a jack, you would be correct. I got a jack in the trunk of my car right now. But at the same time, same premise is used to lift elevators and buildings, and it's amazing. A little tiny jack, or you can have these humongous jacks. But the whole premise is the same with all of them. All right, let's find out what happened on this day many years back. So on this date, January 29th, in 1845, The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe was published in the New York Evening Mirror. It begins, once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. On this date, in 1964, Dr. Strangelove, the classic dark comic movie about nuclear war, was released. The release was scheduled to occur in the late 1963, but was delayed because of the assassination of President Kennedy. All right, so all those things happened many years back. I do have one more article. It is called Football Fruit. I found this very interesting. Football fruit. So, I'm going to try to say it. It's Pangium edule. That's how I would have said it. The first word is Pangium. The second word is Edule. Well, that name is a tall tree in Southeast Asia with fruit the size and shape of a football. So imagine that, fruit, size and shape of a football. Hence, its name, football fruit. The fruit is oval, about the size of a large husk coconut with a brown rough surface. Listen to this. The seeds, bark, and leaves are poisonous. Don't eat any of that. The seeds are used as rat poison, and the bark and leaves are sometimes used to stun fish so they can be easily scooped up. Wow. I've never even heard of the football fruit. Maybe somebody out there has had it. Maybe some of you have used it. It'd be really interesting if you left a comment. Have you ever tried the football fruit? I just thought that was kind of cool. I hope someday I see it or maybe try it. I wonder how, they never said how it tasted. So just don't eat the seeds, the bark, or the leaves. They're poisonous. All right, here at Shaping Memories, every day we celebrate someone's birthday. So today, happy birthday, Oprah Winfrey. She was born in 1954, and she's an internationally famous entrepreneur, philanthropist, author, actress, and media personality. She overcame childhood poverty and abuse to go on to front her enormously popular talk show as the host, The Oprah Winfrey Show, from 1986 to 2011, establishing herself as one of the most influential voices of the century. She has donated hundreds of millions of dollars to global and local humanitarian causes, from women's shelters to education to hunger and far beyond. She and her partner Stedman have been together for nearly 40 years. And she has our quote of the day, and her quote is, "Every day brings a chance for you to draw in a breath, kick off your shoes, and dance." That is her quote. So happy birthday, Oprah Winfrey. Let me make sure we didn't have anything that I didn't leave, any trivia. I did give you the answer to the what am I. It is a jack. All right. So, I do have one more riddle. I do have a riddle. So this one was kind of tricky. I'll leave you with this and see if you can get it. I am a word of letters 3. Add 2 and fewer there will be. Add 2 and fewer there will be. All right, so this one took me a while. I'm a word of letters 3. Add 2 and fewer there will be. So the answer, you can stop this if you want to wait, but the answer is few. F-E-W, few. Because that's a word of letter 3. It has 3 letters in that word. And you add 2 more, and fewer there will be. So there's few, and there's even fewer if you add 2 more letters. Kind of tricky, but that's how riddles can be. So I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Chronicle. I hope you are staying happy, healthy, and above all, please stay safe. And I will see you next time. Take care.